Nature's darkest secrets when animals turn against their own. Ever thought the wild was all about majestic hunts and cute baby animals? Think again. In this jaw-dropping compilation, we uncover the shocking, brutal, and downright chilling moments when animals commit the ultimate betrayal, turning on their own kind. From sibling rivalries gone deadly to parents making unthinkable choices, these clips will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the animal kingdom. Buckle up, it's about to get brutal. This moment is truly harsh, but it reflects the brutal reality of the wild, especially among lions. When a new male takes over a pride, he kills the cubs that are under 2 years old to eliminate the offspring of the previous leader. This is a ruthless but evolutionarily justified strategy, as the new male aims to pass on his genes and accelerate the female's readiness to produce new offspring. The mothers, sadly, usually don't intervene because their instincts compel them to accept the new leader to secure their position in the pride. After a short time, they indeed bear cubs from the new male, solidifying his dominance. While it may seem cruel from our perspective, in the wild, it's simply a survival and reproductive strategy. As for the cuckoo, it's arguably the most infamous, worst mother in the animal kingdom. Known for laying its eggs in other birds' nests and abandoning its parental duties, the cuckoo's survival strategy revolves entirely around deception and manipulation, forcing other species to raise its offspring. In this heartbreaking scene from the wild, a newborn zebra foal becomes the target of an aggressive stallion. The attack is swift and brutal. The stallion, newly in charge of the herd, instinctively identifies the foal as not being his and launches into an unrelenting assault. The mother, desperate to save her foal, fights back valiantly, using all her strength to protect her young. She even tries to lift the injured foal with her mouth, but her efforts are in vain. The foal is gravely injured and unable to stand. The stallion, bloodied from the attack, drives off intruders and clears a perimeter around the herd, ensuring his dominance. While the act may seem senseless and cruel, it's purely driven by instinct. In the harsh environment of the plains, the stallion is hardwired to ensure that the herd's resources are devoted only to his offspring. As vultures circle overhead, the grieving mother refuses to abandon her baby. Her desperate calls and movements show her unwillingness to accept the reality, but the foal is too injured to respond, and eventually, it succumbs. In the end, the mare must leave her vigil and rejoin the herd, led by the stallion. While tragic, this event is part of nature's cycle. The stallion's act, though brutal, paves the way for new life and the continuation of the herd. This gut-wrenching moment, captured in the Luangwa Valley, Zambia, reveals the harsh realities of nature's genetic drive. In the world of hippos, dominance is fiercely contested. A newly crowned bull, having defeated the previous leader, discovers a calf in the pod that does not belong to him. Driven by instinct and the biological imperative to propagate his own genes, the bull sets out to eliminate the calf. The logic behind this brutal act lies in reproduction. The calf's mother will not become receptive for mating as long as she is nursing. By killing the calf, the bull forces the cow into estrus sooner, allowing him to sire his own offspring. This behavior, while difficult to witness, highlights the relentless pressures of survival and reproduction in the wild. The bull, aware that his reign may be short-lived, acts swiftly to ensure his genetic legacy. It's a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of life in the animal kingdom, where the continuation of one's lineage often comes at a high cost. Langurs, or thin-furred monkeys, are fascinating creatures, often admired for their social behaviors. But beneath the surface lies a darker, more brutal reality. These primates are infamous for their shocking treatment of their own young, a harsh testament to the unforgiving laws of survival in the animal kingdom. Infanticide, neglect, and abandonment are not rare occurrences, but rather disturbingly common among Langur families. In the hyper-competitive world of Langurs, mothers may turn against their own offspring, particularly those deemed too weak or unlikely to survive. The weakest or most vulnerable young often become targets of aggression. not just from rival males seeking to assert dominance, but sometimes from the very mothers meant to protect them. In some cases, the mothers themselves deliver the final blow, a chilling act of nature's survival strategy to conserve resources and ensure that only the fittest thrive. This seemingly ruthless behavior has a grim evolutionary logic. By eliminating weaker offspring, Langurs prioritize the survival and development of stronger, healthier young, increasing their chances of successfully passing on their genes. While these actions may seem heartless from a human perspective, they are a stark reminder of how survival instincts shape life in the wild. This distressing clip shows Dee Dee, a dominant female monkey, violently dragging a helpless baby monkey named Daniela. The scene is heartbreaking, as the infant struggles against the sheer force and aggression of Dee Dee's actions. Daniela, small and defenseless, can do little to resist. And the brutal treatment showcases the harsh and unforgiving dynamics often observed in primate hierarchies. In the complex social world of monkeys, dominance plays a critical role. But what we're witnessing here is more than just asserting power. It's a violent act that leaves us questioning the circumstances leading to such behavior. Could it be stress, limited resources, or simply the brutal instincts that sometimes surface in tightly packed groups of primates? This tragic moment reminds us of the fragile lives these young ones lead, especially when born into an environment where survival often hinges on navigating aggression from their own kind. Daniela's story, though heartbreaking, underscores the harsh reality of primate social structures and the pressing need for improved conditions and understanding of these intelligent but complex creatures. This shocking clip captures a rare but brutal behavior in white storks, showing an intruder female stork invading a nest with 3 young stork chicks. The intruder, driven by primal instincts and lacking a nest of her own, ruthlessly targets the vulnerable chicks. With calculated aggression, the intruder attacks the defenseless nestlings, displaying a side of nature that is both tragic and unsettling. The young storks, too weak to fight back, succumb to the relentless assault. The intruder's motive isn't to claim the nest, but seemingly to eliminate competition or assert dominance, a behavior observed in some bird species under certain conditions. After the violent act, the intruder, now satisfied, leaves the nest, marking a grim end for the helpless chicks. This rare and disturbing incident serves as a stark reminder of the often harsh and unforgiving realities of the animal kingdom, where survival instincts sometimes lead to actions that defy human comprehension. It also highlights the challenges young birds face, even within the supposed safety of their nests. This shocking image flips the script on the fairy tale notion that storks deliver babies. Here, a father stork is caught in an unforgiving act of nature, tossing the youngest chick out of the nest. While it may appear heartless, this behavior often stems from survival instincts. Storks may eliminate the weakest chick to ensure the survival of the stronger ones when resources are scarce. The grim reality of stork parenting clashes with the whimsical myth we grew up believing, reminding us how survival in the wild often involves brutal decisions. It's a stark contrast to the storks of legend who supposedly bring joy and new life, serving instead as a reminder of nature's unrelenting rules. This rare footage captures a haunting glimpse into the harsh realities of life in the Arctic as a male polar bear hunts and kills a cub despite the desperate attempts of its mother to protect it. Polar bear cannibalism, though not unheard of, is rarely witnessed so vividly. This scene, recorded during a Lindblad expeditions trip, highlights the extreme challenges polar bears face as their icy habitat diminishes due to climate change. The video begins with a mother and her cub sprinting across the ice, pursued relentlessly by an adult male. The mother's instinct to protect her cub is fierce, but the male's sheer speed and determination prove overwhelming. Despite her brave attempts to fend off the attacker, the male polar bear seizes the cub, leaving the mother helpless to intervene. The raw emotion of the scene is palpable. Witnesses describe it as simultaneously horrifying and awe-inspiring, a grim yet natural aspect of polar bear behavior. For the mother, the loss is devastating, but survival instincts soon take over. She retreats, prioritizing her own life, knowing there's no saving her cub. Experts explain that this cannibalistic behavior may be growing more common. The Arctic's diminishing sea ice has disrupted the polar bear's hunting grounds, making seals, their primary prey, less accessible. As food becomes scarcer, adult polar bears may turn to cubs as a last resort for sustenance. Beak stabs and relentless pecks ensue between these brothers of snowy egrets, a merciless attack aimed at eliminating their weakest sibling. What about the parents? Mom is right there, witnessing the violence, but she remains indifferent. There's no intervention, no attempt to shield the smallest hatchling from the relentless assault. For the egret parents, it's a matter of resources. 3 chicks are more than they can sustain this season. The unspoken rule of the wild dictates that only the strongest survive, and the parents let nature take its course. The youngest chick is ultimately overpowered, the victim of sibling rivalry turned deadly. Any evidence of the crime is swiftly erased by their neighbor, the crocodile. The parents, seemingly unbothered, continue their routine as though nothing happened, maintaining the illusion of a picture-perfect family. Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.